so yeah, so we're ready to go. Let's verify we're on the right frequency for ground. We have Delta 120.87, and all right, we can actually taxi up here. Clear on the right. Monitor ground, FlexJet 2444 is Echo and Alpha taxi with Delta.
FlexJet 2444, monitor ground, runway 28 left, taxi via Alpha.
2 left via Alpha, FlexJet 2444. Gotta watch out for those trucks. Alright, clear on the back. Go a little fast on the taxi here. Alright, I gotta slow the taxi down. It's ridiculous. Alright. Alright, as you can see, we're scrolling down Delta here, or I mean Alpha all the way to the end. Go ahead and stick ProPeats on now. We can turn the generator off. ProPeats can come on now. That's good. And turn the taxi light on. Nope. Okay. Yeah, seatbelt sign should be on as well. Alright, departure again, 2878 on the heading until we reach 1100. Then we're going to hit a heading of 329 and expect vectors to join the Victor 27 airway. Gotta fix my chair here. Alright, take that down. Switching over to tower. Let's get this stuff going here. Okay, that's all good. Monterey Tower, FlexJet 2444, ready for departure, 2A left.
Flexjet 2444 Monterey Tower, wind 230 at 13, got full 9er, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 28 left, FlexJet 2444. Okay, so we got about 121.3 here. Departure frequency. Alright, that's ready to go. Alright, heading is set for 278. Altitude is 7,000. Got that already set. Ready to go. See how well we can navigate via the VOR. Wish me luck.
Configuration.
It's because of my trim. It's just slightly low. Crazy. I like it a little on the lower side. This thing climbs like mad. Alright, a little late on the rotate. Positive rate gear up. Like flaps up. Come back to climb on the throttles. Okay, that's 1100. We're going to go to 329er.
Flexjet 2444, contact NorCal departure.
Going to departure, FlexJet 2444. Okay, a little past the heading there. NorCal departure, FlexJet 2444, 4,200, climbing via the SID 7,000.
Flexjet 2444, NorCal departure, radar contact, climb and maintain flight level 190.
Up to flight level 190, FlexJet 2444. Alright, trying to hand fly this thing. It's crazy. Altitude 299er, 190. Alright, this thing is just like I said. It wants to climb. I got to
Flexjet 2444, proceed direct to Point Reyes, VOR, rest of route unchanged.
direct to Point Reyes and FlexJet 2444. Alright, so I need to get my altitude set here. We're gonna move over to. We're gonna switch over to Point Reyes. Which is 113.7. Okay, so there we go. We're gonna fly that. Alright, direct to Point Reyes. Alright, so 190 on the altitude. Hand flying this thing's. It's a little tough here. Let's go. We're in heading mode already. Go ahead and autopilot coming on. It's not what I meant to do. Now it's going to sync. Okay, autopilot off. Alright, that's kind of crazy. I meant to sync up the heading first. Get this thing trimmed. Yeah, hand flying this thing's a handful. It goes all over the place for sure. Alright, so 190. Let's see him get heading mode back on. So we can get autopilot going without it diving like that. I don't know why it wants to dive. It's weird. There we go. Alright. You hear that? Because I got this bugs here. I want to make this bug 290. Alright, so we are currently direct to Point Reyes. It's 86 miles still, so we're good. 190. We're gonna have to start slowing this climb rate here. It's gonna have to give us a different frequency, maybe. To
2444 contact Oakland Center 132.9.
3295, flex at 2444. Alright, so 3295. Oakland Center, flex at 2444, flight level 190.
2444 Oakland Center, roger. Climb maintain flight level 400.
Up to flight level 400, flex jet 2444. Alright, climb detent. We're still there. We're still pretty much direct to slight bit off. APU bleeds. Oh yeah, I gotta turn that. See, get behind the plane here a little bit. And you gotta turn that. Doesn't like the APU on up this high. Alright, so we'll go ahead and climb to use climb speed for our climbing rate. It doesn't like that. Don't know why it does that like that rough. It shouldn't do it that way. Okay, let me... I guess I have to work it in a little bit slower here. Yeah, it shouldn't just dive. I mean, I only moved the thing up 10 degrees on the climb speed. I guess what I should do is go... Alright, this is what I do, is once I get to my desired speed on my climb rate, then I'll switch over to the climb speed. Alright, still on the VOR path. 71 miles to go to Point Reyes, which is looking good. And then after Point Reyes, we're going to be direct to Red Bluff, which is on 115.7. So I'll go ahead and put that in my 115.7, get that ready. And that is on a heading of, well, it's just direct, so that's all I gotta do. If I can pick it up, if I can pick up Red Bluff, that'd be cool. And then I could just fly VORs. Let's put it in my now 2115.7. Alright. So what I'm going to do here is I got Selena's. I'm going to do references to where I'm currently at to find out, give myself an idea of where I'm currently at on the Victor 27. So let's use, I'm currently about 62 miles from Point Reyes. So we can go ahead and use, let's use Woodside 113.9er. 3.9er. And then we can find out where we're at tails, and we're going to go 221 for the source. Okay, that looks good. 30,000. I never did do my 2992 standard yet. Still a little bit behind here. Obviously, I haven't even done my checklist after takeoff. Okay, that's all good. And that is just about good. I'm going to climb with a little bit faster speed here. I need to go to Mach mode. I'm going to bug Mach 0.76 for my climb. Okay, that can go away. So again, I'm looking for reference of 51 miles from Point Reyes. So I'm right there, and I should be right at the 221. As you can see, it's already 2 coming up. So now I'm looking for Hadley, which is 255, and then we'll know that I should be at 43 from Point Reyes, so 255. That's 255 now. And I'm pretty close. It gets a little squirrely when you're up high like this, so it's not as accurate. All right, next one we could pick up is Seams, Oakland at 116.8. Whoops, 116.8. And we're looking for on the 232 from there. So we got Oakland set. Alright, 6.8, and we're looking for 232, and it should be DME 31 from Point Reyes. Alright, it's coming along okay. My altitude should be at flight level 400. Alright, my climb speed's coming up good. So now what I can do is see if this works, is since I got it bugged, let's just go ahead and use climb speed. Yeah, it's a little more stable like that. Alright, so again, Seams is 31 miles. Here, we're looking for 31 miles. Again, it's not as accurate up at 37,000 feet, but it's still close enough. And then we're going to look for Oakland 232. So this is somewhere about here. You'll see it to come here. Oh, and you know what? We aren't actually on Victor 27. I just thought about that. He gave us direct to... That's another reason why. He gave us direct to Point Reyes, so we're not actually on the Victor 27. So it makes no sense to even... to give ourselves any side references there on the Victor Airway. So once I get to Point Reyes, I'm going to fly heading 356. Alright, let's see if we can pick up... if we can even pick up Red Bluff. We're not even going to be on a Victor or on an airway there. So I'm going to have to just use the FMS to fly it from there anyways. Alright, that's set. That's ready to go. Actually, that's not what I wanted to do, but I'll do it again once I get to, yeah, see how this starts leveling out here? Oh yeah, so 400 looks good, and my speed's coming up. I'm gonna bug this at 0.82. Pull the throttles back to about 78.
American 536, solid clearance. Good evening, clear to Phoenix Airport, ARCS 1 departure, Milford transition. Venice filed. Maintain 10,000. Squawk 2564. Maintain 230 knots until advised.
Okay, 20 miles to go. Okay, look, about 78 here. Alright, that's good, and then we'll monitor our speed as it starts to climb slowly. Alright, checklists are all good. And then we'll do another
American 536, read back correct.
another direct to Red Bluff, and we'll execute it once we get to Point Reyes, and then we'll go FMS. So once we get to about 6 miles here, we should be pretty much above Point Reyes. Normally you probably wouldn't fly VOR to VOR being up this high, I don't think. I mean, I don't really know, to be honest, but I tend to kind of find it challenging instead of just flying on your FMS navigation, which basically does everything for you. It's good practice. Alright, so let's just do this again. Let's execute that, and let's go nav source and nav. Now it should start turning us direct to Red Bluff. I should have done a little bit earlier since we're doing half bank up to this height. Alright, altitude is looking good. Our speed's still coming up a little bit. We're in FMS mode. Autopilot altitude, and I'm not sure why that's glide slope is activated. Maybe from the last flight, maybe it's still there. Actually, I'm looking pretty good. This line here is only because of when I activated it. I'm actually just now flying over Point Reyes. You can see it right here. Looks pretty good. There we go. And heading mode, we'll sync that up as soon as we get level here. Actually, I'm going to put heading mode because it's trying to get back on this line even though it's kind of crazy. So what I'll do here is go direct to, again, and then we can go nav. Alright, FMS, autopilot, alt, select 40,000. Speed, I bugged it at 82, so got it at 78 on the N1. Looking pretty good on my speeds. I think I'm set for cruise. Let's go ahead and get a look outside for a few minutes. I wonder what's wrong. I gotta look at this real quick. What is wrong with this camera view? Alright, this one's gotta be deleted. There. There's San Francisco right there. You can't see it here because it's so far away. The Bay Bridge goes from here to there. Golden Gate Bridge is here. There's Alcatraz right there. Oops. Let me zoom out. Dang, that's insensitive. Sausalito. I don't remember which one. I think this is Angel Island. Tiburon's like right there. Anyways, let's see where we're at on the plane. Look, everything looks good. Speed's looking pretty good. Alright, speed's coming up slightly. So just pull the throttles back just a hair there. Alright, getting a little bit slow. So I think 78 in one's pretty good on the speed.
American 536, solid ground, Roger. You're still on a non-movement area. If you're over there, you need to pull up to hold short of a spot, usually short of hotel. All that area there is non-movement, so you're going to want to push taxi out to up to the hold bars short of taxiway hotel for taxi. Make sure your transponder is mode C on your assigned beacon code as well, please. Frontier Flight 429, Denver clearance. Good evening, clear to Reno Airport, quarters 3, departure, VOAXA transition. That was filed. Flying via the SID, squawk 4137.
Just in cruise here at 40,000.
Frontier Flight 429, readback correct.
Yeah, we just passed. Let me go look outside here for a second. Yeah, ways. Yeah, it's kind of way back there, but Napa's back there a little bit. Never realized this mountain range was right there. This is Clear Lake here. Coming up on Black Butte Lake coming up. It's not a bad camera angle. It looks pretty good. Hey, what's going on, Joe? How you doing? I'm just doing a flight from yeah, you like that one? Yeah, looks good with the orthos. Yeah, the orthos and X-plane just make it look so nice. But I only have them for California, so once I get out of the California area, they go. You see a big line. It's kind of funny. I just haven't. I got to make some room for more. You know, for more like the stuff I fly on Pilot Edge. So. You know, the areas, the area that I fly on Pilot Edge is just there. If I put it all together, it's just huge file sizes. So I gotta kind of figure all that out before I download all of them. Yeah, I love this plane. It's probably my 6th or 7th flight in it. I just got it last week. Still learning everything on it, so it's still everything's a learning process for me. It's hard. I mean, if you look at the displays, they're pretty much impossible to read. So I always usually basically I'll stick my because I can't see the steer. I mean, you obviously can't see the next steer points. They have the words right here. You can't see them. So what I do is I just put this up here, and then that gives me, you know, my next couple waypoint. I call them steer points, waypoints. Anyways, I usually have that up, but when I was looking outside, I wanted to kind of look out. So we should be getting close to the Red Bluff. Yeah, we're coming up to the Red Bluff, and then we'll make a little slight left turn and then heading up towards Shasta. That'll be a nice area to look at. I know it's a little frustrating. I also think it's doing, because I like try to practice with VOR navigation as well, and that's hard to do too. Like trying to see the bars and stuff like that. It's a little tough, but I'm getting through it. But the plane itself is really good. I mean, it looks great to me. And I like making myself work at stuff. So it's, you know, not having an auto throttle and all that stuff is good. It makes it more challenging, and I like to do that. Earlier today, I did a flight into Jackson, and did a RNAV DME, not RNAV, sorry, VOR DME 01 with the circle to land. And I was coming down just about minimums, and it was tough to see. I saw the runway, and then for a second there I couldn't see it. So yeah, it was definitely a good time flying that thing down in there. All right, just passing Red Bluff now. So if we look here, we'll look at the sky vector where we're at. So here's Red Bluff here. So now we're on J. We should be on J 126. So our first waypoint is the Rogue Valley, and then from there it's basically to Eugene on this J Airway. And our speed, I keep it at cruise 0.28. That's pretty much right at the limits there. I like to take this thing up pretty high, so normally I would be up a little bit higher, but I was trying to get the winds were favoring at flight level 400, so that was good for me. Let's take another look outside for a minute. You can see there's an airport right there. That should, I would think that's the Reading Airport. Is that Reading down there? It's hard to tell from here. No, I don't think we're quite to Reading. Yeah, that is Reading. Tell you what, let's do a zoom in on this thing. Yeah, I think that's Reading because they have 2 runways like that. Yep, it's hard to do this. Okay. Yeah, I think that is Reading. Shasta Lake, I used to go out water skiing in here all the time when I was younger. Now it seems like every time I drive through that area, it's the lake's either half full or half in. I mean, it's very, very empty. It's been dry for a long time. Alright, let's make sure I'm not doing anything stupid here. Alright, everything still looks good. So let's start planning our descent route. So altitude for Eugene is 373. Hey, see you, man. Hopefully it's not on my side. Alright, so descent is 80 miles. No, that's incorrect. Take 20 minutes to descend, about 7 miles a minute, about 140 miles. And we could probably descend a little bit quicker than 2,000 feet per minute as well. So let's take a look. Where are we at here? So we still have 215 miles to go. So we got about 50 miles. So we'll start looking for a descent about 40 miles from Handy, somewhere in that area. Actually about 30 to anywhere between 10 and 30 miles to Handy is fine. Even if we actually get a descent at Handy, we can still manage fine. Pretty quiet on the radios right now. That should be Mount Shasta there. Alright, still looking good. Speed and all that. At some point here, we'll see a big, I'm assuming a big cutoff with where the orthos stop and standard X-plane come in. It's going to be kind of funny.
FlexJet 2444, contact Seattle Center 135.15.
3515 FlexJet 2444. $35.15. So hard to read. Okay. Seattle Center, FlexJet 2444, flight level 400.
FlexJet 2444, Seattle Center, roger.
Alright, let's just get an update for our weather situation over there in Eugene.
Temperature 25. Dew point 9er. Altimeter 299er8. Visual approach runway 34 left, 34 right, in use. Departing runway 34 left, 34 right. Read back all runway assignments, and hold short instructions.
Right,
Advise on initial contact you have Papa. Malin Sweetfield information Papa.
One thing I didn't do before I took off is find out where the hell I'm going to park over here. So, let's find... We have Atlantic here. Okay, so let's find where Atlantic is. And... So KEUG. Should have done that earlier. Atlantic. We are right there. Alright, so let's compare that to our chart. Somewhere right here. Let me go look again. So, okay, so right as it comes off. Alright. So Atlantic's right here, somewhere by the general aviation, so we'll hit this right here. So if we have to, it's going to be general aviation southeast side. That's where we're going to park. Or we'll just say Atlantic. Hopefully they know where that is. Alright, so we're at 49 miles. Again, anywhere up to Handy, we should be able to descend. Alright, so Atlantic is where we're going to land, or park. And that's near the general aviation south. Just south. That's fine. So I'm expecting 3-4 left would be good. We can exit as early as Alpha 5. That's pretty short. Or Alpha 4. Come back Alpha. You'll probably go Alpha Foxtrot to the ramp or Alpha Delta to the ramp. I'm not sure how they'll do that. Alright, so let's plan for the 3-4 left approach. 112.9er. Oops. 112.9er, and it's going to be 332. Okay, the missed approach will be climb to 800, then a left climbing turn to 4100 on the Eugene Vortac radial 205 to Vaughn, which is Eugene 14 DME and hold. So we have to make that left turn and back on the radial 205 from 112.9er, so it's the same, okay. And then 205. So what I'm going to do here is put in 112.9er on both sides. Alright, and then bearing will be 205.
4444, descend to pilot's discretion, maintain flight level 240.
Pilot's discretion down to flight level 240, FlexJet 2444. Alright, we're looking good. That's exactly when I wanted to start descending anyways.
Flight 429, Denver Tower, runway 17 right, cleared for takeoff, wind 090 at 8.
Alright, let's go ahead and pull the throttles back. get our speed slowed, bug down here. Throw some boards out for now, get our speed slowed down. Alright, so that looks good for right now. So what did I say, 209 or 205 on my bearing on radial number 2. That's set. Reference bugs are set. That looks good. So we can request it from a Sagan. So that's at IAF. So we can actually request it straight in from Sagan. So let's go ahead and we're going to put that in there. Through 4 left from Sagan. Then, okay, so this is perfect. So what we can do is, and we're going to continue on from OED to Eugene as normal. Let's check our speed here. Alright, we can start to send just a little bit quicker. Alright. A little bit of boards in. So then basically when we get the clearance for the approach, then we can do the direct to Sagan. Sagan needs to be at, doesn't really give an altitude, but Hubs is, it looks like Sagan's roughly about 3,700. So we'll plan for that. All right, so.
Frontier Flight 429, contact Denver departure. Frontier Flight 429, Denver departure, radar contact.
What was I looking at here earlier? Okay, so I did get 332. Okay, for some reason I was thinking I put something else in there. So we'll descend Hubs 37 and then Irvij 2500, Ducks 2100. Then we can descend to Core, which is 2.2 to 1040, and then we could descend down to 760. And if we don't pick up the runway by 1 DME, we gotta go missed. And that'll be a left turn. Climbed 800, then a left turn to 4100 on the 205, which is 14 miles out there. If we do that, it's going to be a right-hand parallel entry for a left-hand 025 inbound. Alright, I'm going to pull that off. Alright. Looking good. Alright, so mock. Let's switch it out of mock mode. Get a frequency change here shortly.
Flex at 2444, descend to pilot's discretion, maintain 10,000, and stand by for an altimeter. Flex at 2444, descend to pilot's discretion, maintain 10,000, Eugene, altimeter 29908.
10,000, 299.8, flex jet 2444.
Your flight 429, contact Denver Center 133.67.
Alright, so I can start descending a little bit quicker again.
Frontier Flight 429, Denver Center, roger, climb maintain, flight level 380.
Altimeters, fuel quantity, balance checked, good. Landing elevation is gonna go to ECS 400, looks good. External lights, and we can go ahead and flip those on. Seatbelt sign coming on. Landing data is set. Landing briefing has been completed. Actually, this scenery is not so bad for just default X-plane.
2444, contact Cascade approach 119.6.
18.6, flight check 2444. Cascade approach, flex jet 2444, 10,800, descending 10,000 with Papa, and request the VOR 34 left from Sagan.
Flex jet 2444, Cascade approach, roger, expect that.
We'll expect that, flex jet 2444.
Flex jet 2444, descend and maintain 7,000.
Down to 7,000, flex jet 2444. Alright, just getting our approach coming in for 3-4 left, which looks like that. From Sagan. We've already briefed the mist, climbed 800, and then a left climbing turn to 4100 on the Eugene Vortex radial 205 to Vaughn, and then hold. It'll be a right hand parallel entry for a left-hand pattern at 4100, which is Eugene 14 DME inbound 025.
Flight 1271, Albuquerque clearance, good evening, cleared to Denver Airport, Atomic 3 departure, and then as filed, climb via the SID, squawk 6013. Flight 1271, read back correct. Flex jet 2444, descend and maintain 5,000.
Down to 5,000, flex jet 2444. Alright, looking good.
Bucks at 2444, proceed direct to Sagan, cross Sagan, at or above 4,000, clear to VOR, runway 34 left, approach.
Direct to Sagan, cross Sagan, at or above 4,000, cleared for the localizer, TACAN 34 left, flex at 2444. Alright, let's go to heading mode. Let's switch our nav source.
Flight 1271, go ahead. I'm sorry, say again.
Okay, we should be picking up Eugene. We are 25 miles
Flight
now.
1271, 2621.
We're looking for the 332, and we're on it, so we're going to go ahead. Just keep our heading there. And clear down to 4,000. We'll cross Sagan at 4,000.
American 536, all lake ground, runway 34 right, taxi via hotel.
I wish there was a localizer capture approach. Yeah, I'm not really. You only like to use that when you're picking up a glide slope, but it may work just for this as well. But I'm not positive on the correct procedure on that just yet. So I'm just continuing to use heading mode for now. Alright, so we're coming upon Sagan right here. So 4,000, then our next altitude is Hubsu, 3,700, and that's 14 DME. So Sagan is, looks like 18 DME. That's a 16 DME. Alright. Alright, we can go flaps 10. Plug our speed down. Put it down to 160 for now. So we're at 20 DME, slightly left at the localizer. Alright, we're looking for 16, then we could descend to 3,700. Still slightly left. Okay, getting more left. Let's go ahead and put in. Alright, 1 mile to go. Alright, tower. Oh, I almost forgot that. Tower. 3-4 left is 118.9er. Let's get that ready. Nothing like trying to do that on close approach there. Alright, slightly left still. Alright, we're at 16, so we can go descend. 36, what did I say, 3,700. We're looking for 14 DME at 3,700. Okay, get back. Heading looks pretty good. Alright, so we can continue down to 2,500 for 9 DME. That looks pretty good. A little bit fast. Okay, we're at 12, so we're still good. So looking for 2,500 at 9 DME. Speed's starting to come down nicely.
Airflight 1271 Albuquerque ground, runway 21, taxi via Alpha Delta Echo. Gross runway 26 at taxiway Delta.
Okay, we're back on the localizer, a little bit better now. 200 feet to go, speed's looking good. 1 mile to go. So next
Airflight
altitude is
1271 insured transponder mode C, and that's gross runway
2100.
26 at taxiway Delta. Flexjet 2444, contact Eugene Tower 118.9er.
Going to tower, Flexjet 2444. Eugene Tower, Flexjet 2444. VOR, TAC N 34 left.
Flexjet 2444, Eugene Tower, runway 34 left, clear to land, wind 330 at 9er, gust 15.
Clear to land, 34 left, Flexjet 2444. Alright, 2100 by 5 DME. Speed's coming down. Go ahead and bug it at 122 for VREF. I can't do it yet, otherwise I'll get this massive speed. I think didn't get my VS down quick enough. So we're looking for at 5 DME, so we're at 7.7. Alright, that's a little, okay, that looks good. Alright, speed got a little bit fast, a little bit left of center.
Remember, 404 Foxtrot Romeo, Oakland
And then
Center.
after
Do you
5,
wanna check your
we're
routing
going to
here? It looks like
descend
you
at
have
a
your old routing on file or something. This doesn't really make any sense. Did you
3.49
want to
degrees
fly all
to
the way down south to
2.2.
Modesto and come back up in order to get to Reno?
Alright, so we're at 5
Okay.
now. So then we're going to go down to 10,040. Set it at 11. Hey, we're at 6 miles now. Okay, speed's good. Flaps 20. Still left. I gotta get, for some reason. Right there's my 5.5, so I can go ahead and start bugging down to 1100. Still far left. Alright,
404
I'm gonna
Foxtrot
go ahead and
Romeo,
look out
Oakland Center,
now.
clearance on request, stand by.
Yeah, I'm looking. Here it is, right here. It's pretty crazy. It shows that I'm left. But whatever. Okay, let's go. Full flaps. Autopilot off. We've been cleared to land. That's set. Landing. Flaps are good. All right, 3-4 left. Here we go. Autopilot's off. It's my plane. A little bit slow. Yeah, that was crazy. It's showing that I'm on speed. I mean, I'm on the VOR. I'm gonna have to review that in a second. All right, a little bit high. A lot of it high. My trim's not set very good. Alright, we're gonna look. Well, not really look. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it.
Salt Lake City Tower.
Yeah, I shouldn't be looking at where I'm gonna be
536.
exiting here, but
Exactly.
Alpha
2
4
and runway 3
or Alpha
right,
3. Yeah, I
ready, for
shouldn't have
departure.
been looking at that on
536,
short
Salt Lake
final
Tower,
for
runway
sure.
34 right, cleared for takeoff, wind 330 at 10, turn left, heading 260.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 34 right. Turn left. Heading
Whoa,
330
that was a big pause.
after takeoff. American 536.
Oh, I'm getting major stutter right there.
260.
turn left heading 260. American 536.
November 404 Foxtrot Romeo, clearance
I will
available,
float
advise ready
this.
to
I
copy.
do it every time in this plane, so it's inevitable.
November 4 Foxtrot Romeo is
I haven't
from
figured
Lake
out the
Tahoe
flare
Airport
yet.
to the Reno Airport as filed, maintain 12000. Departure frequency 132.2, squawk 5665, hold for release.
Major stutters. Alright, reversers are on.
November 4 Foxtrot Romeo, read back correct. How soon until you're ready for departure?
Alright, that's good. Reversers coming off.
November 4 Foxtrot Romeo, how soon until you are ready for departure?
Alright, flaps up.
4 Foxtrot Romeo, time 0051 and 1/4, clearance void if not off by 0105, if not off by 0105, advise Oakland Center, not later than 0110 of intentions,
This
report
is
airborne,
Alpha 4
release
here, it
departure.
should be. Alright, so probes coming off. Let me just get clear of the runway.
Albuquerque Tower,
Do clean up
flight
here.
1231, short to 1.
Normally we'd continue. We'd get off taxi, but take that off. Taxi lights, nav light, beacons, good.
Sky 4 Foxtrot Romeo, read back correct, change to advisory
That's
frequency.
all good. Probes come, or not which. Probes coming off. That's
Flight
good.
2444, where do you park?
Atlantic at it's near the South General Aviation.
Looks at 2444, taxi via Alpha to Atlantic. If you need, I guess Echo or Foxtrot, it takes you in there too, that's fine.
Alpha and then Foxtrot to Atlantic Flexjet 2444. Thanks.
Clear flight 1271, Albuquerque Tower, wind
Our
200
flaps been
at
rejected.
11,
Lights,
runway
strobes are
21,
good.
clear for takeoff.
Transponder
Clear
is
for takeoff.
as required.
Frontier flight 1271.
Alright, close that down. And so, let me just turn this off. Alright, so we exited
Clear
Alpha
flight,
4,
429, contact Salt Lake Center,
We're gonna take Alpha.
135.77.
and then Foxtrot, and then basically right here is where Atlantic is. Somewhere in this area. Alright, clear on the left. Looks good. And this is Alpha.
Clear flight 429, Salt Lake Center, roger.
Go ahead and take that off there. We don't need that in the screen. Alright, so coming down, I'm looking for... So first one on the left will be Echo and then Foxtrot. This one right here is Papa, but that's going the other direction.
Clear flight 1271, contact departure.
Departure 1271.
American 536, contact departure.
Alright, so that's Echo. I should be looking, sorry. Clearing the left, clearing the right.
American 536, contact departure.
Alright, clear right and clear left. This is Foxtrot. This is where I'm going. That's should be Atlantic right here somewhere.
American 536, Salt Lake Tower, how do you read?
American 536.
American 536, third call, contact departure.
Over to departure. American 536.
And clear flight 1271, Albuquerque departure, radar contact.
Alright, so continue here, and then I'll make my right turn into the ramp. Alright, so now I'm just entering the non-movement area. I don't know where. So we're actually going to go here. So we're in the non-movement area, so we're good to go now. Alright, go ahead and stop moving my head around like that. definitely make people dizzy. I guess this is what we considered Atlantic. Alright, so see if we can run over a plane or two in here. This is not what you consider a good
American 536, Salt Lake departure, radar
place
contact,
to
altitude
taxi for
indicates
sure.
6,700. Climbing, please confirm. Local altimeters, 2985 for Salt Lake City. Climb and maintain flight level 230.
Alright, that's just gonna be where I'm parking.
536, roger, yeah, your mode C report there was actually it was 500 feet off from where it reported, from what I can see here. So
Alright, park brake coming on.
7,500 right now. Can you confirm the altitude you're climbing through?
I don't need that. Don't know why I did that. Nose wheel steering coming off. Engine bleeds are already off. Engine run switches coming off.
American 536, there's no heading, just the 260 heading was assigned by the tower, so make sure you're
My
on that.
shields
for
and
now.
ice is
And
off.
say altitude leaving,
All
please.
my
I'm trying to
ox-
get your mode C verified because you were indicating 500 feet different than what you reported.
Hydraulic pumps are coming off. Gas lock on. APU will shut it down.
Yeah, 536, your altimeter
actually,
must be
turn
off
those
then or
lights on.
something. And 2985 is Salt Lake City, but your mode C is not valid. That's 500 foot difference from what you're reporting here.
Yeah, he's having fun with whoever he's talking to right now. Emergency lights coming off. Actually, I should turn.
Yeah, just I want to make sure that your altimeter is in fact set to standard, or set to, not standard, but to the local
There we
altimeter setting
go,
of 2985.
and-
Can you confirm that?
Standby instruments off, and we're going to go ahead and
Frontier Flight 1271.
battery is coming off, and nav logo is off. All right, we've been properly shut down. We'll go ahead and let everybody out. And animations. There we go. Yay! Oh, look at that parking job. There was a. I definitely took out a couple of those planes, I'm sure, with my wing as I was coming around. If I had crash detection on. Yeah, for sure. This wasn't the best place to park, but whatever. Anyways, that's it for me. Thanks for joining me. Probably Friday will be my next stream. Most of the day, I would assume. So, anyways, see you guys later.